Our adventure officially begins. Hitching a ride, they boldly dove into the city centre, swishing through the sewers, and unexpectedly bumped into a group of local fans of Mr. Boss. To stay safe, Zooty sacrificed a necklace, leading Raphael and Godu into the sewers. Surely, better a necklace lost than a brother. They reached a crowded passageway. The round key was like a game portal, but reaching the storage box was hard, with nearby police patrolling like hawks. The trio was nervously plotting their next move when Godu suddenly transformed into a street thug, pretending to snatch an old lady's handbag, instantly attracting every cop. Raphael and Zooty opened the storage box, eagerly seeking their chance at riches. But all they found was a letter. Instantly, dreams shattered. They rushed for the train, while Godu, nimble as a cat, shook off the cot. As the train departed, they reunited in the carriage. When Godu took the letter, he discovered it was a letter from Hesiu to prisoner Joe. Oh, with Hesiu's daughter's photo. A real soap opera. On the letter's back were mysterious goods, almost costing their lives. They embarked on their next adventure to unveil Joe. OS secrets. The trio sneaked into the church office, using the priest's computer to search for Joe. OS info like hackers. Turns out Joe was a corruption-fighting warrior who helped poor folks build houses and was seen waving anti-corruption slogans on the streets. But for reasons unknown, Joe ended up in jail. Meanwhile, Flanders was busy, but still couldn't find the wallet's whereabouts. He asked a boy nearby and found out Raphael and Godu didn't show up. In a fit of rage, Flanders took the cops and snagged Raphael. Desperate, Godu had no choice but to seek help from the priest. They showed up at the police station, and when the priest pulled out Raphael's photo, the cop insisted on adult criminals only, as the priest helplessly shouted, staging a dramatic scene. Raphael, Flanders, can you hear me? I'm here to take you home. Raphael, you must respond. You punks, you've kidnapped that boy. Oh my god, don't leave him behind. The name is Raphael, but Flanders ultimately couldn't save him. What a terrible mess. Raphael was taken to the outskirts by Flanders and two cops bagged. Talk about speechless. Flanders hit the gas, and the car crazily bumped along the rugged road, Raphael's head bouncing around like a pinball. When Flanders finally stopped, Raphael was already worn out and gasping for air. Poor handsome boy. Then Flanders started asking where the wallet was marked. Raphael wouldn't budge. The cops stuffed him into the trunk, thinking deeper. After a long time of torment, Flanders released Raphael, but not without grabbing his shirt and continuing the threats. My patience is wearing thin. I'm going to deal with you. An impatient Flanders ordered his men to kill him, and the cops were intensifying the horror game. But they just couldn't bear to harm a 14-year-old boy. See, after all, they still had gentle hearts. When others found Raphael, it was already the next day, and a group carried him into the church. See, talk about hitting the jackpot. The priest tended to his facial wounds, urging Raphael, if he found the wallet, like a legend, hand it to Flanders. See, that's the best plan. However, Raphael stood firm, backed by Godu and Zooty. Truly a brotherhood. Soon after, Raphael recovered and vowed to uncover the secret hidden in the letter, embarking on a new round of detective adventure. He brought along his brothers to find Olivia, aiming to meet Joe from the letter, and first needed to devise a tactical plan. Godu falsely claimed Joe was his grandpa, and Olivia agreed immediately because only she could bring Godu into the prison. As a lawyer, Grandpa could help Raphael. After convincing Olivia, they stormed the prison the next day. Even though Olivia was a foreign white woman, she still had to grease bumps. In the end, thanks to Mana's magic, Godu met Joe. However, Joe looked surprised, wondering what they were up to. Not to mention the prison's high cost. When Olivia explained that Godu was his grandson, Joe smiled like he saw a relative, but Godu just lowered his head, and Olivia suddenly realized she was had. Joe? Seriously, questioned Godu. Seeing trouble, Olivia prepared to leave with him. Godu said he had a letter with intel. What intel? Godu wanted to speak. Mentioning Hesiu, Joe? Tensed up. After all, HC is his nephew. Joe slowly called Godu over, eager to know everything in the letter, and Godu spilled all the beans without holding. In a letter, Hesiu expressed longing for his uncle and congratulated him, full of heartwarming reunion vibes. Soon, those who framed Joe would get their just desserts, and corruption and lies would be exposed. Joe? Years of effort wouldn't go unnoticed, and Hesiu hoped that Santo's downfall could spark a chain reaction in society. But Hesiu wouldn't be there to witness the outcome, and the letter held a secret that would dictate Santo's fate. Joe decided it was time to take action. Hesiu prayed for Joe and contributors, and the grassroots hero's success seemed near. After hearing his nephew's last words, Joe wept, then calmed down and called Mark for help. He hoped Mark would bring his Bible, but visiting hours were already over. Any delay could spell trouble for them. Mark promised to give Godu the Bible next day. To avoid mishaps, Joe told Godu its secret. Each article has a word, simple enough to make you smile. You can easily understand it. This is the first article, folks. These two articles are actually the same, and we use them as the key to the Bible.